welcome back to Commercial Finance Experts Academy. My name is Zoe Trung, and today I want to touch base on you about investing in real estate, or perhaps maybe not invest in real estate, because the real estate market has softened, and a lot of people are concerned about investing in real estate right now. They're going, so why should I invest in real estate? Why should I invest in commercial or residential? It doesn't really matter, right? Right now the market is not doing well, so they're concerned, as it should be. I mean, I'm an investor myself too, so when I look at the market, I'm going, what's going on? I mean, yes, relatively speaking, short term it's going to be affected, but in the long run, when you're talking about 5, 10, 15 years, right, over the long term of any kind of real estate property, it's going to gradually go up, right? However, most people are, as human natures, we are short-term thinking, and we're concerned making decisions today, not really thinking through that in 3, 4, 5, 10 years. Things will look different, right? So when a client comes to me and say, look, I have some money, but I don't know what to do. I'm being sidelined because I'm scared to move forward to invest in anything right now, right? So on the last event that we had at the Synergy Real Estate Network, if you're ever interested in looking to invest in real estate and you don't know what to do, join the meetup group, meetup.com/Synergy REN. Check us out on there. So what we just talked about in the last event is that, yeah, some people invest in stocks, not doing well. Relatively speaking, mutual funds and stocks have been underperforming even the Dow Jones Industrial Average, right? So you can just throw your money into the stock market and perhaps it's a gamble, right? Hit or miss kind of thing. And for those people who are investing in other types of investments, such as Bitcoin, it's speculative, right? There's no really intrinsic value that you can hold that value, such as gold or any kind of asset base like real estate, right? So seeing the market is getting pummeled too, and even Bitcoin is getting hurt even worse, right? It's underperforming most I would say most of the international monetary dollars, even in Europe or in Italy or Greece, where they're doing miserable. It's even doing worse than them. So who knows what's going to look like in the future for Bitcoin. But the current trend that's happening right now, it's not doing well. The reason being because it has a finite amount of money, okay? And the problem with that is that they can't print more money, right? That's the way Bitcoin works. It's just finite amount of numbers to use. The challenge is that it's not that it's a non-sustainable currency. It's great because the purpose of it is for being secrecy, so that when you buy and sell Bitcoin, nobody knows who it is or how much owns what, how much is in their account, right? It's anonymous. Anonymity is what really sells Bitcoin. But the problem with Bitcoin is not that the currency doesn't work. It's people who are hoarding it. They're not using it in the purpose that currency is meant for. It's meant for being cycled, right? So if people are speculating that if the value doesn't go up, they're never going to sell, they're never going to use it. They're going to hoard it and keep it themselves. So you can see the challenge behind this. If you imagine a currency in any country where people just hoard it, they don't even spend it, what's going to happen? Right? In this climate, the currency is going down and down and down and down because there is nothing supporting it. There's not being used. The money is not growing, and the adoption rate is less and less because less people use it. That means less people see it. That means less people think it's a viable currency. All right. So that's my opinion anyway. So we're talking about investing today. So when a client comes to you, or as an investor, or me, for example, I looked at it and said, look, well, there are different avenues to invest in real estate too, not just direct investment into an asset, right? You can indirectly own real estate. The banks do, right? The banks own all the real estate, really, because at the end of the day, the mortgages, until it's fully paid off, the bank actually owns those assets, right? You, the homeowner, the investor who purchased that property and financed it, actually don't own it, right? You're borrowing the money to purchase that. So until it's fully paid off, the bank actually owns it because they're the majority shareholder. Right? If it's a 75% loan of the purchase, loan to value, then really You are the minority shareholder. You're the minority owner, not the majority holder, right? So, and that's what I want to hint about. And last night we were talking about how to invest in your money, use even RSP money in lending towards second and third mortgages to invest in the real estate. So you're literally holding the asset and getting a higher return for your money. So there is risk involved, but speak to a certified mortgage broker and who deals specifically with investors to give you the upside and downside for all of this thing. So when we had the Signature Real Estate Network, we talked about that and how you invest into real estate by indirectly owning it. Perhaps in the long run, if things go bad and there's foreclosure proceeding and you have the opportunity to take it, then perhaps you get a bargain, right? So that's the upside. The downside, perhaps you can also lose potential part of your money because if the values drop below what you can sell it for, what the banks sell it for, then you may be out of some money, right? So you don't need to really invest directly into real estate to own it, but you can by being the lender, such as the bank themselves, right? So consider looking us up. My name is Suet Trung, and my colleague David Monteith, Monteith, is the fellow that did the presentation. Look him up and you ask him any question. He's really good about this because he's done it himself personally on several financing using his RSP money, right? I myself help with my investors and all that as well. And we can talk to you about it one-on-one to give you more of the details so that you can make the informed decision before you jump in. Okay, so hopefully this little short message about RSP mortgage and invest into real estate by going through being a lender helps you. You like it, comment below if you have any questions. And if you like all the videos, subscribe to my channel and you get any future ones directly in your inbox. Take care. See you at the top.